Welcome to Real Money Talks. Real strategies from the moneymakers and the world changers that you can use to make millions, keep those millions, multiply your wealth, and build your team. Here's your host, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View, Laurel Langmeyer.
All right. Welcome everybody to Rapid Marketing System. My name is Steve Lemus, and I will be your host, your guide, your moderator on this call today. Also, quick shout out to everybody that's on YouTube Live right now. You're on LinkedIn Live, you're on Facebook Live, and you're on Twitter Live. So welcome everybody to Rapid Marketing System. Again, my name is Steve Lemus, digital marketer, creative content, prompt engineer, and I have been in Laurel Langmeyer's community for just about 12 years, a little bit over a decade. Those of you that have been consistent in showing up to these Rapid Marketing System calls, we have been quick to give you bite-sized marketing calls to action so you can take what you learn on these calls, go implement them in your business, start to create generating results from that. Today's topic, we're going to talk about the trifecta of content creation. I bet you all have a pretty good idea about what that is, what to do. We're going to dive here in just a moment. Again, we're going to stay true to the theme. Bite-sized marketing calls to action. What does that mean? For those of you that are new to Rapid Marketing System, perhaps this is the first time you've been on one of our live streams or one of our live sessions. The idea is we want to keep these calls short and sweet. So today's call may go 15 minutes and may go 20 minutes. I want you to get out paper, bring up your notes pad on your computer. If you're on your phone, toggle between your notes app and this live call and take some notes. Take some notes that you're going to implement on right after this call, because this is going to help you eventually create more revenue in your business. And if you're currently set up right now with the right technology stack, with an automation tool, with a database tool, these are strategies that could potentially even make you money right now today. Of course, hear me out when I say that the fastest way to produce income, to produce cash in your business tonight, right after this phone call, is to leverage a database. You have a cell phone, you have an email list, you have contacts laying around somewhere. And the best way to be able to take advantage of those contacts to potentially make cash sales in your business now is calling them up and saying, hey, first name, I want to make 2023 my best year ever. How can I support you today? What can I help you with? Start conversations, offer your products and services, and move that into cash creation. So without further ado, let's dive into today's bite-sized marketing call to action, which is going to be the trifecta of content creation, which is podcasts. Podcasts are the trifecta of content creation. Why? Because when you record a podcast, you get 3 forms of content that you're able to duplicate immediately. When you create a podcast, the thought process is, well, I need to record audio. The podcast is going to be in audio form. Now, if I level that up with video capture, maybe it's my phone that I'm capturing it with, maybe it's my professional camera, then now I have video. You have audio, you have video. The next step from there, you can then transcribe the audio from your podcast and then repurpose that for titles on social media, for descriptions. You can turn that into a lead magnet. You can turn that into a download. That is why podcasts are the trifecta of content creation. Well, how do we get started with podcasts? And how do we make that successful? There's a couple of different strategies to doing this. My initial recommendation would be that if you've never started with a podcast, I want you to get started on Shopify Podcasts. So a little while ago, there used to be this popular app called Anchor Podcasting. That is Anchor, A-N-K-O-R, A-N-C-H-O-R.fm. So if you ever heard of Anchor.fm, it used to be a cool little app that would help you start a podcast simply by downloading the app on your phone, putting your headphones on with a microphone, and you could go and record and start your first session. Well, it became so popular that Spotify actually scooped them up, bought them out, and then now Anchor is Spotify Podcast. So I am going to give you a link to that Just one moment. I'm currently live streaming from our in-house studio right here in Northern Nevada. I have the team behind me active on phone calls. We have everybody running around the house, creating content, generating conversations. So if you hear a little bit of background noise, that's what's happening. So I'm going to jump into the chat right now, and I'm going to post that link to podcasting. This is where I recommend you get started if you've never attempted doing a podcast, because there is a low barrier to entry or low barrier to getting started. You don't have to overthink this entire process. Those of you that are a little bit more techie, you've actually practiced some due diligence on how do I start a podcast, you're probably working with different platforms. For example, you're probably over on Captivate. You're probably using Libsyn or some other type of a podcasting tool to start generating your podcast. Head on over to the podcaster on Spotify. I put a link there in the chat. Those of you that are out on my live stream, especially out on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and put this over in the channel. Those of you that are live on my other channels like Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, make sure you jump into the comments. So as our team is out there responding and engaging with you, they'll be able to get you those links. That's where I would go to start. Now, let's talk about a podcasting strategy. These days, you would think you'd have to go to pen and paper and think about, well, what's my idea going to be for the podcast? And here's a couple of strategies for you. Most entrepreneurs probably produce a podcast at least once a week, if not 2 to 3 times a month. And the podcast length is anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, 45 minutes on the longer side. If you're thinking about starting a podcast, a way to ease into that spectrum could be doing a seasonal podcast, meaning that every year a season includes 6 to 7 episodes. So you have now given yourself a pretty good buffer to be able to create podcasts in 30 to 30 minute, 45 minute, maybe an hour long format, but you only have to do 6 of those. The actual recommendation, if you decide to go that way, is you have a little bit of a higher quality production. You may want to get a pretty nice microphone and also invest in what your video capture is going to look like so that you take advantage of the trifecta. Remember, you're getting audio with the podcast, you're also doing video, and then you're taking that to transcription. Now, those of you that are thinking, okay, I have an idea. How do I get going with my podcast? Well, number one, it's free to go sign up on that link I posted in the chat. Number two, start thinking about topics. Most of you already know who you are. You know what you're an expert in. You probably already have a business associated with products and services. So your podcast is going to be complementary to those products, to those services. And if you decide you want to invite guests to that podcast, you're also going to be in a relationship where it makes sense to bring on that guest to your podcast. The last thing you want to do is invite somebody to your podcast that is against your products and services or your overall mission. You don't want to do that. So that is today's quick bite-sized marketing calls to action. If you've been overthinking content creation, if you haven't started getting into the podcast space, get into it. Over the next 10 years, it's just going to blow up, and this is how you get started. Now, before we move on, I do want to go over a couple of questions that we've been receiving in the Rapid Marketing System chat. And this, I think, is going to be helpful to a few of you because these questions are going to be able to explode not only your podcast creative juices, but as you're creating more content, not only for your social channels, for your website, for your business in general, start to think outside the box. So our first question comes in from Jesse, and Jesse says, how to create marketing content for real estate professionals. This is a really great question because most real estate professionals, real estate agents out in the market right now, what are they doing? They're posting listings, and all they do is say, hey, check out this house that's coming up on the market. Here's the pricing. Here's a quick walkthrough. You're doing what every other real estate agent in the world is doing. They're posting their listings and hoping that somebody reaches out to them in order to purchase that house or potentially even hire them for their listing for their property. You need to start thinking outside the box as a real estate professional. The moment that you then use your social media platform and start to educate your audience about the process of being in real estate, how somebody actually goes through a mortgage application, or potentially educating your prospects on what's happening with the economy. There are over 100 different conversations about why you should wait to buy, why you should buy now, why interest rates are rising, why they're not rising. There's infinite amounts of other agents posting that information, and they're getting the business because they're being transparent about education in how real estate works and how they can help an individual versus simply saying, here's a real estate property, do you want to buy it? So Jesse, I hope that helps. Next question comes from Anthony. How do I do this better than my competitors? Well, this is actually really simple. Go and follow your competitors, secret shop them. I would actually go all the way through and purchase a product or a service from your competitors and take notes on what happens in the process. How's the customer service? How's the order processing? How's the onboarding? What happens through the technology of it all, from the time that you visit the landing page to the time you go to the shopping cart? What's the fulfillment look like? Are you purchasing an online course? Actually invest and take the time to see what your competitors are doing instead of just scratching your head, looking at it from the wayside, trying to interpret how these systems are actually working. Do they have a team? Do they not have a team? Do they do everything virtual? These are the things that you need to dive in and actually experience for yourself so you can translate that into your business. And then, of course, be as Laurel, replicate and duplicate these systems. Somebody out there is already doing what you are wanting to do for a product or service. Simply leverage the systems that they have, secret shop them, and then use those systems, use that approach for yourself. Our last question here comes from Bruce, and Bruce says, would love the top 3 tips to improve website SEO and getting visitors to stay on my website longer. Here's the top 3 things you want to do. Number 1, for SEO, you need to create content. What's the best way to increase your SEO on websites? Creating written form content. Let's go back to the trifecta of content creation. If you are recording a lot of podcasts, you have that video format. You can push that video to YouTube. That video now becomes transcribed. If you take that video and post it on your website as a blog or as an article on a page, guess what happens? As Google indexes your site, videos inside of YouTube actually come up as the #1 search. And then if you take that a step further and create a summary to post on the same page, you have now increased your SEO efforts because you have the written word and you have a YouTube video. A lot of people don't know that. When you use YouTube videos on your website, those show up higher in search. Second thing you can do for SEO and also to keep people on your website longer, use something like a mapping tool on your website to determine where people are actually going and how long they're staying. So for example, there is this tool, I believe it's called Hotjar. I'm going to get a link for you guys. What Hotjar does is it creates a heat map on your website, and it gives you feedback as to where your visitor is going and how long they're staying on their site. If your website has a lot of really amazing content at the bottom of the site, but you notice that your visitors are navigating to your site, they navigate away after the first couple of seconds, they don't really scroll. And then you find that other visitors are actually scrolling to the bottom of the site. They're staying on that longer because there's a video. That is feedback to you that you need to move that to the top of the website. Here's how website real estate works. Everything works in what we call above the fold, meaning that if somebody visits your website, whether it's on mobile, whether it's on a computer, whatever they see on the screen before they have to scroll, which is above the fold, is what's going to keep them there. Having a video that auto plays, this is the third thing, having a video that auto plays with captions but is muted is going to keep somebody longer on your website because they're going to take the time to watch the video without audio, go back and potentially replay it with audio on because they're interested in reading and learning more about that. All right, awesome. Last thing I want to talk to you guys about, you've all heard me talk over and over again about rapid marketing system. regardless of what you're doing out there with content creation, with podcasting, with bettering your experience on websites, it's going to get you nowhere if you're not actually collecting those leads, putting them into a database, continue to educate them about your products and services, and eventually make sales. Those of you that have been here, we keep talking about Rapid Marketing System. You know what it is. Those of you that are brand new to Rapid Marketing System, I do have a short video that I'm going to show you on how Rapid Marketing System is going to help you take the content creation conversation inside of your business to the monetization state by automating everything with software, with a technology stack, and also with the help of our team. In most scenarios, you have the challenge because we're oversaturated with options inside of our ecosystem today. You can go and purchase ClickFunnels. You can go and purchase Go High Level. You can go and purchase Keep. You can go and purchase MailChimp. You can go and purchase Kajabi. There is, if I did a search on Google today, there's probably over 100 different CRMs, 100 different systems, 100 probably different technology stacks that you can leverage to be able to get results. What is the number one challenge with that? You still have to do it yourself. So you have to make the commitment, actually lean in, learn the technology, and get the results for yourself. What we've done with Rapid Marketing System is we've not only created a technology stack that is going to be the easiest for you to use, we're going to be the team that helps you implement it in the first 30 days. So here is what that includes, and I'm going to let you guys in on how we get going. So watch this quick video, and I'll be right back with you.
All-in-one CRM and sales and marketing automation platform designed to grow your business. You can automate every step of your customer lifecycle, from collecting leads to nurturing them into clients to creating loyal fans. The result? Next level sales growth and impact. CRM stores all of your customer and prospect data in one place, keeping you and your team on the same page. Each contact record holds all of your contact's details, as well as a complete activity history of all of your interactions with your contact, and you can display this by category or chronologically.
Don't skip that ad, and then
you also have quick action buttons available on the contact record, so you can send a text or an email, add notes or tasks, book an appointment, process a purchase, or send an invoice or quote. Segment your contacts into groups or trigger automated messages based on a contact's data and activity. You can also create company records and keep track of contacts on your list that belong to those companies. Harness your lead and client data to get personal at scale, sending the right messages at the right times to leads and clients, all through automation. In the Automation tab, you'll find easy and advanced automation builders. With easy automations, you can set up automation in minutes, like sending appointment reminder texts. The Advanced Automation Builder is a powerful and customizable tool that features a drag and drop builder to help you create advanced processes, like a landing page funnel campaign. Think of the hours you can save each week by automating your repetitive tasks and processes. Automate one-to-one emails and texts at key points in your customer's journey, and send text and email broadcasts to segments of your list to announce promotions or new offerings. Take advantage of our pre-built customizable email templates, merge fields for personalization, and predictive sending so your leads receive the right email at the right time. From the Comms section, you can manage text message conversations with anyone in your contact list. Best of all, you can do it all from your desktop or your mobile device. Keep your business and personal communications separate with a free business phone line you can use on your smartphone. Place and receive calls, listen to voicemail, and send and receive text messages from your desktop or phone. Convert website traffic into leads with a variety of lead capture tools. Use our form builder to create web forms and easily place them on your website. New leads automatically flow directly into your CRM, and this can trigger automations like a welcome email series. gallery of beautiful landing page templates and our drag and drop landing page builder make it easier than ever to create conversion funnel offers or lead magnet campaigns to boost your sales. Sales Pipeline helps you track and manage deals through every custom pipeline stage specific to your business's sales process. You can automate emails, notifications, tasks, and more, setting them to trigger automatically when you move a deal from one stage to another in your pipeline. Appointments feature syncs with your Google or Outlook calendar and integrates with your Zoom account to create custom booking links. Send the booking links to your contacts by email or text so they can self-schedule their appointments on your calendar. Appointment reminders are sent automatically. Plus, booking an appointment can trigger other automated processes that can be configured in the Automations Builder. You can also send quotes, turn them into invoices, and accept payments. Create a seamless checkout experience with easy-to-use checkout forms and integrations with payment tools like Stripe, PayPal, WePay, QuickBooks, and more. You can set up automatic recurring credit card payments for subscription management and ongoing client relationships. Making the best decision on how to run and grow your business requires data. It's its analytics section with the reporting you need, like list growth, email marketing performance, and revenue trends over time. It includes a host of integrations with some of the most commonly used business applications, like Gmail, Google Calendar, Outlook, QuickBooks, PayPal, Zapier, Facebook Lead Ads, Gravity Forms, DocuSign, Zoom, and GoToWebinar. And that's just the start. Working with entrepreneurs for 20 plus years, we've developed proven tactics and strategies for small business growth. Your expert coach will guide you, helping you move quickly toward your growth goals. Your coach won't just teach you how to use the software, they'll show you how to leverage to take your business to the next level.
All right, perfect. So how does this all work together? At the beginning of our rapid marketing system call tonight, and also just diving into those bite-sized marketing calls to action, we talked about the trifecta of content creation, which is a podcast. If you start creating a podcast that's going to allow for content to bring to your viewers, bring to your audience, so that way they are aware of what you do. And the awareness stage is directly connected with who you are, what are you an expert in, what do you sell, what are your products and services. From that point of you creating all this awareness everywhere on the internet, in person, at meetups, on stages, doesn't matter where you go, you then need to collect all of that information into a database tool so you can continue the customer journey. Now, how does Rapid Marketing System connect all of that together? Well, the video you just saw is the actual software. It's what is utilized inside of Rapid Marketing System to help you achieve those results. What we do is we supercharge it with a couple of add-ons that come included. So not only do we include the CRM, we'll help you design the landing page, we'll help you actually create the content, design the lead magnet, write the emails, get you to a foundational set that you can now go and do what you do best. Continue to have conversations with prospects so that they can go into this system, continue to be educated until they're ready to purchase. So inside a Rapid Marketing System, here's what we're going to be doing for you. For $297 a month, most other softwares, you're going to be paying anywhere between probably $129 a month, upwards of $500 a month. I know ClickFunnels Pro, you're already at $300 a month and you have to do it all yourself. So for $297 a month, you get the CRM included. That comes with being able to upload up to 2,500 contacts. I guarantee that a lot of you probably already have that many in your phone, in your email, potentially maybe inside of your shoebox full of business cards. You probably have it laying around somewhere. You also get 2 user licenses. If you currently have somebody else on your team that's helping you build this thing, we can include them inside of that setup. You're going to get our exclusive lead generation campaign. This is a campaign that Laurel uses every single month to bring in over 3,000 new leads into the system every single month. You're going to use the same campaign. Then you're going to go to work and put people in the system so that the system does the work for you. We're going to help you with the landing page that's built inside of the CRM, help you design it, help you write the copy. We're also going to help you design the free download, because here's the formula to getting successful results after you've been out there creating a lot of this content. You want to invite those that are interested in your product and service to download something for free. Immediately after they download that, you want to then offer a paid product or service. And when that happens seamlessly, you convert a lot more customers from free to paid, and that creates cash flow inside of your business. Then you continue to nurture them with more education on your other products and services. We're going to build all that out for you, help you with all the copy, help you with the design, make sure it's ready to go. All you have to do, maybe go to GoDaddy, buy a domain name and connect it to the system, and you're ready to go. We're also going to give you access to our monthly marketplace. Keep coming back to the marketplace and get free leads. It blows my mind when people don't do this. Every single month we have a marketplace, and we also have a curriculum called the Intensive. That is an opportunity for you to come back, hang out, network, get names, emails, and phone numbers from directly talking to people inside of the marketplace and putting them into the system. You're also going to get access to monthly training calls. Show up in a group environment. We help continue the conversation on how you can keep improving this system so you get more out of it. You get access to my fast cash coaching calls. All these conversations that you've been listening to on Rapid Marketing System, we go in extreme detail on those fast cash coaching calls, because we connect that with how to have a revenue producing day. You can't have marketing without sales. You can't have sales without marketing. The moment you are open to that conversation, everything will start to fluidly start to happen for you, because we are all in sales. We are all in marketing. And then, of course, get access to our online course that walks you through a quick how-to setup while you're booking an appointment with our team, so we can get you set up and going in the first 30 days. So all of that being said, all you have to do is head on over to askrms.com/start, or scan that QR code that you see on the screen right now. As soon as you sign up, you'll be taken to our team. The only thing here is I do these along with my team, and we can only do 5 on a monthly basis. Every now and then we'll have somebody that says, hey, I want to start, and then they find that they're not in a position to get going right now. We do have a waiting list. Once somebody is able to drop off from there, we can plug you in. Right now, I only have 3 positions available. So those of you that take action now, to go to askrms.com/start and get it today, we'll get you rolling. Those of you that are already inside of it and you want to meet with my team, I see some of you hitting me with messages privately in the DMs. We're going to reach out to you right away, make sure you're taken care of. And if you're thinking, I'm interested in this, Steve, but I have some questions. Can I talk to you first before I move forward? Absolutely. For those of you that are here directly in our live session, I'm going to put my calendar link. So if you actually want to book some time with me and ask me some questions about this and how it can work for your business, definitely do so. Those of you that are out on our YouTube live stream, Sierra says, hey, will this do well with a local cleaning business? Absolutely, Sierra. And we actually have just finished setting this up for a local cleaning business. This is collecting all of their customer data and is also sending out reoccurring invoices from the system. So doesn't matter the type of business that you have, this can absolutely work for you. I'm going to go ahead and put my calendar link out on YouTube as well. Those of you that are out on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and then also Facebook, just jump into the comments and our team will be out with you, helping you connect and get you to the right place. Now, last but not least, before we take off, I just want to go back to our original thought from today and end our session with reaffirming thoughts to the trifecta of content creation. Should you be in a position to start to create more content about your business, that is the right decision, because in the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to see that be, I would say, the only outlet for you to get new business and make more revenue. Because as we start to become an artificial marketplace, we're going to start to see more and more companies create content to get eyes drawn to them. And if you're somebody who's still hesitant about doing that and creating content for their business, you're going to lose out. You're going to lose out pretty big, because there are more people right now going to online, going to social media, looking for cleaning businesses, looking for car wash businesses, looking for landscaping businesses, looking for your product and service, and they're starting to make decisions about where to purchase. And if you're not even on the scope, they're not going to come to you. So the more you leverage content creation, the more you are always in the conversation about who you are, what are you an expert in, what do you do, and you put that everywhere, the more you're going to start to receive that traffic, create that engagement, and start to create that revenue in your business. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Appreciate everybody being on the Rapid Marketing System session. Tonight's specific topic is the trifecta of content creation. And your bite-sized marketing call to action tonight is go and create content. Whether that's going to create a podcast or going and posting a video on Instagram or going to Facebook, simply start having conversations about what you do. What are you an expert in? How do you help people? How do you serve? And start to have people come to you and ask for your business. Have a great night. I appreciate you all. We'll see you back here next week for another session of Rapid Marketing System with bite-sized marketing calls to action. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Real Money Talks podcast. Your host has been Laurel Langmeyer, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View. Want to learn more about off-Wall Street investing, tax strategies, and multi-million-dollar business strategies? Visit liveoutloud.com/podcast for past episodes, show notes, and resources. For some special wealth-building gifts only for Laurel's podcast listeners, visit liveoutloud.com/podcast gifts. Do you have a burning question for Laurel? Visit asklaurel.com to submit your question, and it may just be covered on a podcast episode. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe to get new episodes every week.